I was asked to speak to all of you today just to give a couple of thoughts as to why we decided to get involved with this project. So thinking about it this morning on our way down here, I decided to kind of put it to address three thoughts. One, why Elon? Two, why get involved? And three, why the School of Communications? So why Elon? Neither I or my wife Jill went to Elon, but both Jill and I came when our oldest daughter, Megan, came to visit the school about 5 years ago. And by the end of the tour, Megan knew this is where she had to be for school. What we didn't know at the time that over the next 5 to 6 years, this school would make such an impression on Jill and I and the rest of our family. For all of us, it's been a really special place. In each passing year, it has become more and more special to us. And that's something that is unique in most schools around the country and something that everyone in this room has had the opportunity to see firsthand. The school's desire to put forward great educational resources, as Leo mentioned, its focus on continuous improvement, and most importantly, the people, is something that is hard to understand until you get here. Elon is a really special place, and we're so pleased to be a part of it. Megan graduated last year, but our oldest son, Cole, is a sophomore, so that will certainly keep us involved for the next couple of years. And I joined the board last year, and that will certainly assure us of staying involved. We've got 2 more kids at home. I'm not sure if we'll go 4 for 4, but I certainly plan to be here for a while. So why get involved? Getting involved is really key. It's hard to expect others to get involved if we won't. So we've been very fortunate in life so far. So finding opportunities to give back is something that's very important to Jill and I. And investing in Elon and the education it provides to so many kids is a way of making sure the dollars that we invest gets a good return on its investment. Kind of like the analogy about you can give people fish or you can teach them to fish. And we decided investing in the School of Communications is a good way to teach people to fish. And lastly, why the School of Communications? Megan graduated with a major in exercise science. Cole informed me a couple of weeks ago that he's decided to major in finance. So clearly that doesn't answer the question on why communications. What has occurred to me on what's getting to be a very long career on Wall Street is the importance of communications. Communications is something that over time, the amount of miscommunication, the amount of angst caused by miscommunication, the amount of inefficiency by miscommunication is incredibly high. And we can see when we're dealing with a U.S. government where the inability to communicate has certainly caused things to come to some pretty terrible roadblocks is hard to imagine. So we're also going through a period of incredible technology and advancement, and that technology is allowing us to communicate in ways never thought of before. So whether it's texting or Facebook or Snapchat or emails, or I'm sure there are a number of things that a number of the kids here know about that I don't, those things are going to continue. They're going to continue, and there are clearly things we're going to be using 5 years from now that we don't know the names of today. But even though those forms of communication are changing, I think it's all the more relevant that we need to have the basics of communication to be as important as ever. And that's how do you communicate coherently, articulately, and concisely. And irrespective of the form of the communication, those 3 basics are something that I think are incredibly important. And over 25 plus years on Wall Street, the importance of that in your day-to-day job, in your day-to-day personal life, and what we see that does just in terms of people's ability to communicate is incredibly important. And I think having a vibrant School of Communications, which is certainly something that Elon has, and as Leo said, what it can do over the next 15 years is something we wanted to be a part of.